Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast.
We talk about on our show, I think that's an element a lot of people miss, just the common fan, is the injuries and, the next man up mentality, and especially your position. I mean, running back, the abuse that you take on every week, every Sunday, every Monday, whenever the game is, and that's obviously one of the big controversies with these Thursday games. Guys don't have rest, especially the skill guys who are taking the hits. What's your body like, Ryan? Like, what is your body like after a Sunday game, or even again the next day? I mean, how much pain are you in when you're getting out of bed?
A lot of pain. You just get used to it. You get. You learn how to deal with it. And I used to tell people, I remember one day in practice, Mike McCarthy, our head coach, asked me, he said, RG, when do you start feeling better? Like, when do you start? And I said, Thursday, halfway through Thursday's practice. I feel good. And he was like, really? And I said, yeah. I said, Sunday we play, I feel shitty. Monday I feel shitty. Tuesday I get a good workout in. I said, Monday I get a good workout in. Tuesday I get a good workout in to flush out some of the stuff, whatever. I'm getting treatment both those days. Wednesdays, then it's our day off on Tuesday, but nobody takes a day off. Wednesday, I'm back to work, but slow, you know what I mean? Like trying to work things out and everything like that. Things are hurting, running and stuff like that. Thursday, as we're starting practice, still finding its own way. As Thursday practice, towards team period at the end of practice on Thursday, I'm oiled up and I'm ready to go. So...
You know what's amazing to me,
Wow.
having a running back here is you see these adjustments they're making to the game. Like, okay, you can't hit a receiver high because they're they're holding the ball and they're defenseless, and the don't hit Gronk low because you're trying to take out his knees. Don't hit a quarterback low. Don't hit a quarterback anywhere.
Yeah.
It seems like the running back is the one position on the field that has the ball still where they go, do whatever you want, just get this guy down, hit him high, hit him low. As a running back, do you look around and go, how come everybody else is protected, but
no, I don't do that. I actually, it's funny. I'm one of the offensive guys that doesn't really play into this whole safety first shit.
Yeah.
Like, listen, it's football. And my job as a running back, I believed, was to gain yards. Not to worry about who was blocking. Gain yards at whatever. There's no limitations as to what I was all about. They're trying to punish me. I'm going to punish them first. And I'll do whatever that takes in regards to, like, me being aware of how I'm going to get hit, different positions and everything like that. And I've been, put in awkward positions, but I was like, damn, like, that's part of the game. It is what it is. Like, I also know that if you slow the game down on their end, they're in compromising situations. Because now there's an advantage to... It's the same reason why I hated playing in mud. Because it slows the game down. As an offensive player, we know what we're doing. We have an advantage. Let them play as fast as they want. We have to, you know what I mean? They don't know where we're going, so they have to play even faster. That's the nature of the game. You slow it down for them, now it's dangerous for them because now they have to answer you around on certain things, and they're not in position to make the plays. So I'm not for that. Like, me and Thomas were actually talking about that. Me and TJ were talking about that. I'm actually... When it's real live bullets, when the game's at that speeds, like, you have to play fast or everything becomes dangerous. And one little, because at the end of the day, if they don't make that play, guess what? Nobody gives a shit that they tried to protect him so they missed the play. No, what? You lost your job. Get to the back of the bus.
And that's the thing, and everyone always wants to talk about it. And we talk about it. It's like, it's this weird gray area with the NFL. I always say they have 1 foot in the water of, like, we're trying to protect the game. And I always say, it's a violent fucking sport, right?
It is what it is, man.
That's what I'm saying. We all know this. Like, you guys, like, you are a gladiator. Like, that's basically what you are. You're a badass fucking gladiator. And this whole protecting, I agree with you 100%, Ryan. I just don't know what they can do because athletes are only getting bigger, stronger,
and nothing's
faster.
gonna change.
And the equipment's getting
We're not
better,
evolving yet past the point where our tendons are becoming like we are. As long as we're bigger, faster, stronger, and the game stays the same way. Guess what? The hits and the injuries are gonna be worse.
Yeah,
that's just physics.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at this year, look at how. I mean, it seems like now just every guy, like every
it is,
name in the
because
league
our
is there.
bodies aren't evolving just yet. It is like it's just the nature of what comes along, and there's always going to be from the dawn of history. Gladiators are going to be around. There's always going to be the type of, and I get it. They have to. The NFL, from a business stance, has to keep one foot in. Trust me, they don't want to.
sure.
They don't. They don't want to change it from that aspect. But the dollars, to some degree, are telling them you got to change it. And what I think is that, you know what? Then the game has to evolve.
And what does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe a derivative of flag football. I don't know. And I'm not jokingly saying that.
Right.
I'm saying that in regards to like less of a contact sport. Like you see how the game is changing just in how it's being played. Like it's very much now it's bang, 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 bang. We live in a world that is really instant access. It's fast, speed, internet, boom, I want everything quick, fast. And that's how the game has to be now. You know, it's a very different, you know, the plays are faster. Everything is just all around speed. You talk about all the teams that would run in fast offense. We would always count. We were all about how many plays we can get off in a series, how many plays we can get off in a game. Is, you know, so the game is changing. I'm interested to see what the game will look like in 15 years because I think it'll be very different. I'm not personally. I think that, you know, if you're calling it football, like football, it is what it is. It's a dangerous game. It's like you said, it's gladiators, and the game is going to be played high speed unless you're putting everybody else in the players. You're putting them in you're putting them in compromising situation to be hurt. Like you got to go fast. Like go hard or go home is really legitimate because if you know, like for instance, in New York, drivers, you understand?
Yeah.
The most dangerous driver is not the assertive drivers in New York. It's the timid driver who's not from New York that comes in there and is like this. And the reason why is because he fucks up the groove of what the fluid, you know what I mean? There's a fluidity in New York and there's a groove and a flow in New York of drivers that understand like, yo, get in where you fit in. Like when you're passive and you're not assertive, that actually causes accidents. And when you do that to the game, when you try to slow things down, it's bad, man. It doesn't allow people to kind of, you know, they'll work it out because they're professionals and because they're top-notch athletes. They're gonna figure out how to adjust that leg, lift it. I used to talk about it. I played faster when I was hurt because mentally I knew, oh shit, I'm injured, so I gotta lift my leg up faster, like play, you know what I mean, like or get off the field. Like I can't play anymore. I can't play at that speed. Get off. Like, you know what I mean? Go. You got to adjust. And that's like the game should absolutely, to me, whatever. I get it. It should be played at a high speed. Like injuries are part of the game. Our whole thing, guys weren't necessarily, for the most part, none of us are pissed that we got concussions. Like, yeah, we don't want to get into all the trauma, blah, 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 blah. We were just mad that they lied.
Yeah.
They were full of shit.
Right.
That's it. If they would have told us, yo, this is what it is, guess what? 98% of the guys would have said, okay, cool. Just don't bullshit us and say, no, you're good. No, this is not what's happening. No, you're good. Just go back. That's what it was. It was all the aspect of they lied. They told us something that was, and they were making money off of it. Like, don't do that. That's our issue, not around the fact that we know we're adults. And that's why I feel like it's an interesting conversation. Like, you know, I never took any PED or steroid or anything like that, but I'm not against them.
Yeah.
I think grown men, should be able to do whatever the hell they want to do.
Yeah, and you bring up some great points as far as guys still would have played if they would have known.
Absolutely.
Because you know what you're getting yourself into. But
Well, that brings up the question that I have because I agree with you. You know, first of all, I've said, you know, they could go to softer helmets, they could go to softer equipment, and they could slow the game down, and they could make it go, this is how you have to hit, and this is safer. But that changes football. I think it changes it from the kind of athletes you're going to get. It changes it from the who's going to watch it, how interested people are going to be. So I agree. I think football, like
if you take the helmets off, I do think that for kids, if you take the helmets off, the game will change.
Right. But if you want to keep football the way it is, and you go, 98% of the guys are still going to buy in, and they're still going to do it the way they do it, and football is going to essentially remain the same. My answer is you have to take care of these guys then after the fact. You know what you're getting into.
They won't, because that's not. No, why would they do that? In the business, why would you do that?
Well, yeah. So I guess my point is they're getting to a fork in the road. Mm-hmm. It's going to have to go one way
there's
or
a ceiling.
the other.
They're approaching the ceiling.
And if 98% of the guys are going to say, we just want to keep playing like this, like what is your post-career relationship with the NFL? You played a long time. To me, you should be at least physically and now I'm not talking about like the NFL's version of a VA. I'm talking about real specialists and real doctors forever.
Yeah,
that's
no,
what
I think I lose
body.
insurance next year coming up.
That's
so you
offensive.
That's
to
what
me.
I'm saying. Yeah. So you lose. You played what, 7 years in the league?
Yeah, 8. They awarded me. I played 8. Well, I was in the league for 8 years. Okay, but I played 7. Yeah. 7.
Okay, so you're in the league 8 years.
Yeah.
You've been retired, what, 5 years?
This is my 5th year, yeah.
It's your 5th year. So you're saying next year you're going to lose your health insurance benefits from the NFL?
Yeah.
And see, that's exactly the point Joe is making, which I agree. That's total bullshit.
Yeah.
Especially
it's such a big business.
Yeah.
And they can cut you at will. So it's not like you're the NBA or Major League Baseball where they're giving you $100 million and you're going, I don't even care anymore. I have $100 million. You sign, it doesn't work out. Somebody comes in. There's an RG on the practice squad who can do it as good as you for half price.
Absolutely.
You're gone.
That was part of the reason why when the year that I signed back with the Packers, I remember I tried out for the Giants, and running back coach was there, my guy, and it's my guy I still keep in contact with, Gerald. He's one of my favorite coaches. And I remember when I worked out with a couple guys. I worked out one guy was on the Packers with me. And when we got done, my coach was like, the running back coach of the Giants was like, RJ, you were the best back we have. They were like, but we can sign 3 guys for the amount of money that you need to make. I was like, I dig it.
It's just the business.
My minimum was almost $1 million, basically $1 million. I was a vet, and all those guys were young dudes, so they could sign a dude for 400, 500, 600 grand.
Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast.